Hello Virgo, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general life reading for your sign. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe. The love reading will follow afterwards. There is a timestamp below, so you can jump to that if you want to go straight there. Okay, so I've already shuffled and laid out the cards. Let's have a look what's coming in for you. So I think we're going to start here with the first house. The first house is usually everything to do with your physical body, but it's also what you're projecting at this time, what people are picking up from you when they meet you or when they see you. It's also how you are setting your path in life, what path you're heading in. You know, when you set your sails and you're sailing off in a direction, it's how you meet the world. It's also your outlook and your attitude and your sort of like your even like your opinion or your expression, you know, how you are coming across to others. But it is also very much about connecting to others and how you meet circumstances and situations in your life, what sort of course you are setting for yourself. So now we've got at the bottom Mercury retrograde, and then at the top we've got Butterfly Maiden. So the Mercury retrograde is kind of a holding pattern. And I feel that this is where you have been up till now, and it may continue for a little bit longer. But the Mercury retrograde is basically a time to go inward. All right, it's not a time to be launching big actions or making huge purchases and things like that. So you may be in this currently, where you are just sitting it out. It's a time to go within, to assess things, to feel things out, to go over things again. And this could be contract and document related, or it could be assessing what it is you want to do, which direction you want to go in, how you want to project yourself forward, because there's some kind of refinement or back to the drawing board energy with this Mercury retrograde. So what it's saying is that you need to go back. If you've had a plan, or if you were busy with something, or you had something in mind, you need to go back and assess it again, because there will be aspects of it that you can hugely improve on, and you will come up with something better once this phase has finished. It's got everything to do with the re in front of it, so reinvention, review, redo, relocate, anything to do with even repeat in some cases. Okay, so it means you've got to go over something with a fine-tooth comb, look at your plan again, or look at what is unfolding, and just make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. Because sometimes with Mercury retrograde, communication, whether it's written, verbal, or even body language, can go awry. In other words, it can be misinterpreted. Emails get sort of mislaid, or they don't go where they're supposed to, or people pick up from you the wrong interpretation of what it is you're trying to get across. Okay, so this is be very careful and clear that what you're saying is in fact exactly what you mean, and take time to make sure that everything is checked, all the details are checked again. But I feel it is also just about the direction that you want to go in at this time. You've been in a kind of a holding pattern. And it's also saying that some situations and people from the past may be coming back as well. They sort of revisit, into your life at a specific time. Sometimes it's to deliver a message, or to give you closure on something, or to give you valuable information. So they just pop back, and you might just not even meet them necessarily. You may just see something, or a situation comes back to you and it delivers something important and worthwhile. So all of that is important, but it's basically a review period. Make sure that all the details are taken care of. If you're not seeing things, then make sure somebody else looks over it again. So think things through, and make sure that what you go within. It's important to go within, because you're going to find answers when you do that. All right, and just wait for the wheels to turn, and then you will know what you have to do. With this sort of self-analysis and examination and going through things again, and it's kind of an awakening as well, because we've got transformation coming in. So Butterfly Maiden, you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Okay, so it's this kind of washing machine effect, or it's the chrysalis effect, where you are kind of gestating and going through various phases and things. And, on the other side of that will be, when your transformation is complete. But it's that process that you go through. It's a very necessary process. If you stop it or interrupt it, or try to push things, then it takes longer or it doesn't work properly. So what this is saying is that this is a very necessary pause that you've been in. And it's kind of a gestation period. But on the other side of this is something much better for you, okay? But don't fear these changes. Don't fear this transformative process. It's very necessary. It's very important. And it's part of your growth, It's going to set your, what you're expressing, your direction. It's going to set your image in some cases, depending on what it is you're doing in your life. But it's your life philosophy. It's going to determine a lot for you going forward. So it's just like a gestation period, but it's for you to get your ducks in a row, but to look at things very carefully, go within. There's a lot of sifting and sorting that is required, and also to let go of stuff, and to also to line yourself up so that you are ready when the time comes. So going with that, we've got Nematona, sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So what this is saying, that this is about meditation. This is about connecting to yourself and also to your spirit team. You can create a sort of a place in your home or in your garden where you go just to sit and commune, okay, with nature and with divinity. But you can also do it through sacred symbols. You may be working with symbols of some sort. There's many different types of holy symbols and also sacred symbols. Connect with those. It may be important for you going forward from a spiritual perspective. It's also to connect with power places. Now, this can be places in nature, places that are known to be powerful, or just spending time in places which are known also to be, architecturally powerful, or, like churches or any kind of historic place which has a lot of power attached to it. You may be visiting those, but it's to create. You pick up information when you visit these places, and you pick up information from nature, and also when you're sitting in meditation or just when you're quiet. And meditation can be even a walking meditation. You don't have to be doing, sitting, saying forever. You can be walking, you can be knitting, you can be doing any kind of handcraft, you can be cooking, anything that is a repetitive action, and you're in your quiet space. Then you can slip into that sacred space and you'll get a lot of information from there. In some cases, this may involve a trip or some sort of quest to a spiritual place, or a spiritual quest, like a journey which involves a spirituality of some sort. That may also come in here with this. So now, in this process, this transformative process, just have trust, okay? Have trust that things are going to work out. There's a lot of things coming in for you, but it's saying just be at peace, be serene, and do this inner work. There's a lot of inner work that is required here, okay? And just have trust that things are going to work out, all right? And that you're going to find your way and you're going to find your direction. But this gestation and this chrysalis phase is important, okay? Now, right, so now we have with the ninth house. Ninth house is everything to do with intuition, the intuitive process. It's also the seeking of truth, and it's to do with gaining of wisdom and understanding. So following truth, understanding, wisdom, and it's the intuitive process around that. It also deals with the seeking of knowledge. Now, this can be through higher education, so university education. It can also be through adult education or some kind of coursework. So it can be learning about things. It can also be learning about philosophy, religion, or belief systems. Any one of those may come in, or just learning in general. It also deals with the law and legal things. So it's the higher courts, but it is also the law. So you may be going through a legal situation, or you could be studying the law, or it's involved somehow in your situation, okay? It's also to do with spiritual things as well. So this can be, quests or adventures or explorations to do with that. It can also be like a pilgrimage, as I said, some sort of sacred journey, but it can also be to do with your own particular explorations and adventures. Now, this can be purely internal, so you may be learning or exploring new ground, or just understanding things better for yourself. You're seeking wisdom and truth, but it can also be an actual journey. it can be a long distance journey, or even to do with foreign things. You could be going to a foreign place, or understanding foreign concepts. You may be interacting with people who are foreign, or just understanding foreign cultures. It can also be sort of like an adventure, a real adventure, a physical adventure in that regard as well. You could be preparing for that or going on that in some way. It can also be about publishing, writing things. This can be actually writing books or writing whatever it is, or it could be coursework, whatever it is. So writing, publishing, teaching also comes in under this house. It can also be journalism, maybe that's relevant for you. But it can also be to do with a business which is import, export, or just dealing with foreign currency in some way, or customs. So you may have a website, or you sell products online, and people are coming at to make orders from foreign places, things like that. It can all be about that as well. So now we have got here solar eclipse revolution. So there is a solar eclipse coming in. There is going to be a solar eclipse on the 4th of December. It's going to be in Sagittarius. Okay, so that will be at an angle. It's an harmonious angle to your sign. So this is going to bring in some kind of rearrangement or a change of direction. So I feel once you've got through this quiet going within review period, this is going to come in to shake things up. All right, so this is going to be like could be a complete change of direction for you, or it could be that you are just now suddenly realizing where it is, what direction you need to go in, and you're going to change course. Or it could come in as a bolt, like a big change for you, and you get catapulted into something. Or it's a big rearrangement of some sort. But whatever it is, it's a complete turnaround from where you have been going or what you have been doing. It can affect a number of areas of your life. Because it's in the 9th house, it could be a change of environment for you, but it can also be to do with relationships or profession. So any one of those areas may come up, or it could be all of them. But usually what it's about is it comes in as, it can be quite a big change that comes in quickly, fast, a fast change. But it could also be something to do with like a realization where you just have a sort of almost like a download of what it is that needs to be done, or what direction you should be going in. In some cases, it can be that you've got to go in to fix, change, or create something from an existing situation. So you may have to fix it, you might have to change it, or you may have to create it or recreate it, as the case may be. But it's going to be better on the other side of this. Okay, so it's going to be, this is where this review and this gestation period comes in. So if you've done the inner work and you've gone over things, checked things, then I feel that this transition will be much easier for you. All right. Otherwise, it's going to come in as a big change, and you're going to have to really, it's going to force you into the present moment. You may have been a bit away with the fairies, with the transformation going on, but it's going to force you into the present moment, and there's going to be stuff to do. And then you'll go through that sort of slightly uncomfortable period until you find your feet. Involved in this is solar eclipse is self-mastery. So the whole point of this is to force you into where you actually get into the mode of self-mastery. So that is where, whatever changes come in, whatever comes in for you, it's your attitude and your belief around that. So this is why it's coming into the belief house. Okay, so it's your attitude and your belief around that. And if you have a positive, welcoming perspective, okay, it may come as an abrupt change, but if you welcome it, and if you are optimistic, and if you tackle it with enthusiasm, that will help to grease the wheels of the change. But if you're fighting it or resisting it, or just trying to stay stuck or stay in a place which is no longer serving you anymore, then you're going to have, it's going to be a bit more difficult for you. Okay, so self-mastery, this is getting mastery of your emotions and your destiny and your direction in life and what it is that you're trying to do, getting control of that. Okay, with this change or this moving around or whatever is occurring here, or change of direction, it may stir a few things up. So it could even be, as I said, a legal situation coming in here. But Mary Magdalene, unconditional love, love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So if stuff does get stirred up and there's a few things that kind of crop up and have to be dealt with, then make sure that you come back to this, okay? Unconditional love. As I said, you may have reactions from others to do with certain things here, you may just be encountering things or seeing things which are difficult to take in or to accept, or somebody else may be having that reaction. So it's unconditional love, love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be, and that will help to, again, with the self-mastery, it will help to move things along, okay? Now, we have got the second house coming in here. Second house is to do with your income, how your money is coming into you, whether you're earning it or it's arriving in some other way, shape, or form. It's also to do with your material world, your material things, ownership, what you possess. So this can be property, so real estate, land, everything to do with that. It can also be to do with your physical home. It can also be to do with vehicles, anything you own, your possessions, okay? All of that comes into your material things. It's also to do with your inherent talents and abilities and skills, okay? So everything to do with that. It's also to do with your self-worth, how you view yourself, and how that is related to the other factors to do with the second house. So now we have got Venus coming in here. So this can come in a number of ways. It can say that you need to love yourself, okay? This is about self-worth, all right? So it could be that you need to lavish yourself a bit with love. And be confident about that, all right? Because that is going to affect your ability to bring in income. It's going to affect a lot of things in the second house, your security and your aspirations, your talents, your skills, all of that, okay? So with the Venus card, love yourself and love what you do to bring this income and to bring the self-worth to you. But it can also be about Venus type things, which is handcrafts and getting payment to do with that. It can be anything to do with fashion, jewelry, cosmetics, making beautiful things, small things, usually handcrafts or things to do with that. Anything that creates beauty in the world. Now, this can be through art, through sculpture. It can be through dance, through, your artistic abilities, however that comes in, or your creative abilities. It's about using those to assist you in the second house in some way, shape, or form. All right. So do things. It could even be, as I said, jewelry, design. There's lots of ways that this can come in. The other aspect it covers is financial money. Now, there can be a dispute over that, and it's saying that Venus will come in to help settle all of that. There may be legal things around that, but Venus is normally very about charm and beauty. So there's a lot of charm required here. You may need to charm your way through things, but it is also, I feel, tied up with this unconditional love. But it can also be to do with it settles disputes. Venus has that ability. It can also be that a windfall or some kind of Venusian monetary windfall can come in. So it could be a windfall in ideas or anything else to do with the second house, but it's normally associated with money, so that can also come in. It can also be about refinement, so refining your second house in some way, refining your artistic skills, your creative skills, or your income, refining your sources of income. It can also be to do with your material things, but also your self-worth, refinement and beauty and loving that, okay, and loving yourself. Going back to the money side, it can also be that there could be a bit of lavishing going on. Just be careful that you don't overspend with Venus. Venus loves all luxury things, also sweet things, and loves lavishing. So there's nothing wrong with lavishing yourself. Just don't go overboard or put yourself in a position which is going to create problems down the line, okay? So still be careful, do what you need to do and boost yourself, but also don't go overboard, because that can sometimes happen with Venus, okay? We've also got at the top Una, easy does it. So that's reiterating this, but it's saying there is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So whatever is happening for you in the second house, it's saying that you don't need to force or hurry. All right, just go with the flow, and whatever you are nurturing in the second house. This is about nurturing. This is about whatever cause or ability or income or whatever it is in the second house, whatever you are nurturing and is close to your heart. It's important for a reason, and these things take all your attention and your time, but also nurturing. All right, and this is where the refinement comes in. You can't force or hurry these things. It takes time to unfold, and it takes patience. And she's just saying, easy does it, okay? Just come back to the perfect timing. Know that the perfect timing is happening. There's trust here as well. And she's also saying that something that you may be trying to do in the second house, it may be applicable, that it might start off as part-time initially, and then slowly it will move forward into full-time. All right, so it's just a case of staying on top of it, putting your love and your passion into what it is that you're trying to do here. And just keep working at it, keep working at it, keep working at it, keep your attention and focus on that. Love what you do, love what you're doing, and just easy does it, and it will sort itself out, okay? Now, we have got a number of other things coming in here. With the, I feel with the solar eclipse card, that is going to push a number of things into place. Now, with the, we've got a major arcana, the wheel. So it's saying delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. So I feel that this is going to, this is destiny, this is the wheel turning. It's a destiny card, so it's the turn of fate as well. So I don't know if this solar eclipse is going to enforce it to you, for you, going to bring in something, or whether this is destiny coming in and it's now going to create a whole lot of circumstances. You will have to see how it plays out for you. We're all different. But it's saying that whatever delays have been occurring, there will be a shift and things will start to move forward. So it could be quite unexpected. And it may bring in a variety of things. The universe has got you, so whatever you need or whatever is appropriate for you will start to move. And in this case, it may manifest as a new car or travel or something else that's important for you. But it's saying that the turn of the wheel is coming for you, and that's going to push a whole lot of things through. We have also got here 10 of Autumn. This is the bottom of the Fairy Tarot. It's saying here, take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. Okay, so this is a very abundant card, and this is normally associated with creating a fantastic family foundation. This is about creating wealth, family wealth, creating a tradition or a family foundation or a legacy. Something like that, but it's all to do with financial and security matters, making yourself secure. So 10 of Autumn, 10 of Coins is all about that, creating this foundation for yourself, which is going to stand the test of time. That is what's got to be put into place here. All right, so this is not about rushing to spend on things and creating a whole lot of waves in that regard. You need to be thinking carefully. You need to be thinking with a cool head and in a very grounded fashion, and let that guide you. Take steps, get good advice, make sure that whatever you're doing is being handled in a good way, which is going to stand the test of time and is going to give you good return, or to lay a very good strong foundation here. Now, the bottom of the goddesses, Athena, inner wisdom. There's a moon coming in there, so the full moon that's coming in is also an eclipse. It's on the 19th of November, and that is in Taurus, 27 degrees. That may be applicable for you. Taurus is a fellow earth sign, so it should I feel it's going to generate something for you. There's wisdom coming in here, but it's saying there's also communication. All right, so it's saying you know what to do, trust your inner wisdom, and take appropriate action without delay. So whether this is associated with this Mercury retrograde phase where you are still formulating things, or whether it's going to come in to do with the solar eclipse, or to do with the wheel, which is this turn of destiny, or it's to do with the financial. It could be all of it, all right? But it's saying you got to listen to your inner guidance and your intuition, which is again why you have the 9th house, and also why you have Nematona here, your sacred space. You've got to go within to get full information and guidance. Okay, don't be doing things or carrying on with things which are not going to serve you anymore. Okay, there's a shift occurring here, and possibilities are opening up for you. New doors are opening up for you, especially with the wheel. New doors, new possibilities. And it's saying that listen to your inner wisdom. Okay, so that full moon may come in. Otherwise, it could be associated with the new moon, which is on the 4th of November. That is in Scorpio. So all of them are very powerful this month. So any one of those could be triggering for you. But it's about listening to your guidance, listening to your higher self and your wisdom. But there is communication, and there's Pegasus there. So this is about tuning in and tapping in, and then listening, and then following your inner guidance. We also have the air element card coming in. So communication is going to be important. This is also to do with travel, if that's relative to you. It could also be going to a sort of a mountainous area. That's going to give you perspective. As soon as you go up to a mountainous area or up high somewhere, whether it's on a plane or whatever it is, it gives you perspective, all right? So visiting high places or mountainous areas may come in, but it's also to do with science, technology, and publishing, writing things. All of that comes in with the air element. Now, this was kind of mentioned in the 9th house. Perhaps you're studying something, or you're writing something, or you are receiving communications about something. This is about receiving news. Air element is always about news or communications. So you may be receiving information, or you may be giving it out, or you may be pursuing it in some way. You could be attending lectures or giving lectures, whichever way around it is for you. It's also the manifestation card. So this is about speaking things into existence. You cast spells with your words. So make sure that your spells are positive ones. Think positive, speak positive, and then enact that. A decision may need to be made here. You're going to have to weigh things up, but it is also about being very clear about what you want and what you expect now going forward. Okay, it's like a plan, a manifesto, and this is part of the manifestation. All right, but all of these aspects come in, and it can also be about having ambition and goals right now. Okay, Virgo, hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Please stay on for the love reading if you would like to. But otherwise, don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And take care, and I will see you next time. Hello, Virgo. Welcome back to my channel for your love reading. This will be for you and your person, your significant other, your special someone. Whether you've just been together for a short while, or you're already, married or partnered up, just take it as it resonates for you. So don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. I have already shuffled and laid out the cards, so let's just see what's coming in for you here. So the current situation, you've got Venus and the Moon. So Venus is always about love, all right? So there is very much love here, okay? So that's number one, very important. Venus is obviously to do with love, but also to do with refinement. It's also to do with charm and the love of beauty. So I feel that there's a lot going for this relationship, and there's a lot to it. It could go the other way, where it's based on looks. In some cases that can be happening. But I feel that this is about giving love, receiving love, and also just the enjoyment of things and the refinement. It's also about comfort and luxuries and things like that, and creating a loving environment in the relationship. So I feel that there's it's a very good basis to be having, and coupled with the moon, that's the same thing again. So, but this is just reiterating that there are feelings of love here, okay, and the moon is always about your emotional security. And it's also about your emotions, your emotional habits, and also your emotional life, which sometimes goes through cycles, especially if the moon is here. So there may be some days where, you know, things are a little bit rougher than other days, and you may just be going through fluctuations like that. But that is why you need to examine your habits and your moods, you know, and just assess that. But always come back to the love, okay? That's very important. And it says here also to do with nurturing of all kinds. So this can be nurturing of the relationship, the nurturing of each other, and if you've got children, to do with that as well. It's everything to do with family roots, you know, your emotional security, basically. It can also be to do with memories. So there may be memories surfacing at the moment, and nostalgia and sentimentality and everything to do with that. And sometimes, you know, this can also be about moving forward, because with the moon, sometimes you can be looking backward a lot, and that can almost depress you in a way. So make sure that, you know, the rearview mirror is small for a reason. So make sure that whatever you're looking back at, you're bringing the wisdom and the hindsight and the understanding forward, to help you move forward, but don't live in the past, okay? So it's important to bring a balance in, but know that there is love here, and those lovely feelings, you know, that warmth and refinement is available for you. The Moonology is full moon in Sagittarius. You also have later on the new moon in Sagittarius. So there's definitely something to do with the Sagittarian energy, and I feel it may be connected to the solar eclipse, which is happening on the 4th of December, that will be in Sagittarius. So maybe something important is coming up for you then. And it's just a very strong Sagittarian focus. And in this card, it's look at the bigger picture. So I feel that in this instant, this is about counting your blessings. All right. So you are blessed in some way, shape, or form within this relationship. You've got love. You've got the Venus card here. Your feelings are there. Your feelings may be high over certain things that are facing you or within the relationship. And then with the full moon in Sagittarius, look at the bigger picture. So this is important. This is saying that don't allow details and like drudgery to drag down the relationship. You want to keep the vibration high. You want to keep the love flowing. So look at a bigger picture, have things to look forward to, whether it's a little trip or a breakaway, or just have things, rewarding things that you've got lined up in the future so that you can look ahead. And yes, there will be details to attend to, but don't go fully into it, you know, so that you get bogged down with analysis paralysis, because that can happen being a Virgo. All right. So this is saying, you know, have things to look forward to. Life is an adventure. Okay. Look at the bigger picture. Count your blessings. All right. Life is all in an adventure. It's about the journey. It's not about the destination. And make the most of this lovely Venus energy and the moon, you know, the nurturing and the using your instincts and your intuitions to guide you. And it's about soothing as well, soothing yourself and your person, and honoring you know, the emotional side. It's kind of got like a mothering feel about it as well. But, you know, the moods and the habits and things like that, all of these go towards making an harmonious and beautiful relationship and bringing in the refinement which comes in with the Venus. Okay, now for the divine door, it's got forgive and forget. So there may be some aspects of the relationship, either this one or from another relationship possibly, where it says forgive and forget, a ritual cleansing of pain and lies, arise and awaken, see a new sunrise. So it's saying that whatever has been in the past, whether it's in this relationship or other stuff that has happened before, it could even be sort of programming from parental things, you know. So forgive and forget. Let go of things that don't serve you anymore. And sometimes old memories or old experiences can prevent you from moving forward. All right, count your blessings. You've got love here. Set things for the future and enjoy either a trip away or some kind of adventure, or make your relationship an adventure. Set things up to look forward to as you go on, and forgive and forget and move on. Then for your view of the situation, yours and your person may be, there may be qualities that are interchangeable here, but for you, I've got Chiron healing. So there is some healing process occurring currently, and this may be to do with the forgive and forget. And it's the generation of healing powers or healing aspects. It can be physical healing, as in actually visiting a facility for healing of some sort. So this could be a physical thing that needs to be dealt with. It could be a sudden thing, but it's usually to do with emotional well-being and healing from past situations or from a past situation. So this is about applying forgiveness, if that is the case, to release your energy from there. Because if you don't have forgiveness for yourself and the situation, then your energy gets trapped there and it just goes round and round, and that pattern keeps repeating until you deal with it. Okay, so this is about letting go of things that have had their time and you've outgrown them now. It's about emotional growth and emotional well-being. And it's also about, possibly connecting to your spirit team or divinity in some way and going through that healing process, that route. Or it may be that you need to go through healing by visiting a practitioner of some sort. This is it can be an alternative health healing practitioner that can come in. It could be medicinal or natural remedies, but all natural therapies are governed by Chiron. So that may be important. It could be even past life therapy, or it could be just some other kind of healing modality which can assist you to move forward at this time. But it's about taking your energy back, taking your power back, and so that you can move forward into a better future. And in some cases, as if forgiveness or making amends or releasing needs to happen as well. But it's a personal development thing, and it's gaining healing in some way, shape, or form. Then we've got for your divine door, divine guardian. Do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead you just right. Okay, so this is saying that, whatever the path is unfolding for you, and whatever direction you're setting now, that as long as you're listening to your divine guidance and your own spiritual guidance, you will get where you're going. And the path that you're on is right. It's the right way for you to be going. So whatever you're engaging in and letting go of and releasing here is important. Now for your person, they've got North Node, Destiny, so they're looking at this as being destined for them. This is a destined relationship for them, or you are their destiny. You are part of their destiny. You could be soulmate, because North Node is always about soul tribe people who are deeply connected to you, soulmates. And this can be people that are coming into your life or you've agreed to work with in this lifetime, and they will gather towards you at some point. So you could be meeting soulmates at this time, but I feel this person is looking at you as a soulmate, as part of their destiny. It's also about learning, and understanding and growing, and also blossoming, because this can be about right place, right time, about connecting. It's almost like a big door to the future is opening up now. So they may be looking at it like this. It could also be that they are following their North Star, their guidance at this time. And, the right place, right time, they will find that they end up exactly where they need to be. And with you is part of their destiny. All right. So it also gives them purpose. The North Node is about purpose, soul purpose, life purpose, destiny, fate. All of these things come in. And it's also about the journey. And in some cases, it may be about a journey of some sort, because there's ballooning there and there's a map in the background, and then it's almost like a compass appearing there. So it could be that you are their North Star, or you are their, what they are aligning to. But it could also be that, they may just be thinking along the lines that you've got a wonderful journey ahead of you, and a wonderful, unfolding of that journey. We've also got here, this is the divine door. Offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected and see love come around. So this person wants to offer more. This person wants to do more in the relationship. Whether, however they're going to, whatever the offering is, okay, it's going to come from their heart. It's coming from their, because of the way they are looking at the situation. So, it's I feel that they want to be generous, they want to give more, and that you need to receive, okay? Because sometimes with the Chiron energy, you could be stuck in a non-receptive or a non-receiving frame of mind, or from a past experience. You need to open up and receive, and learn to receive from your person as well. That could also be coming in under the moon card as a habit, or some kind of situation which has been in your life for a long time. Perhaps you don't feel that you can receive for whatever reason, that you don't deserve it or whatever. So let go of those, remove those out of your life. Forgive and forget past experiences which have created inhibitions for you, okay? Then we have also got, as influencing the situation, is Pluto transformation. Quite a few of these cards actually came up in the life reading, so you may want to go through that, because Venus was there and transformation was there, and a solar eclipse was there. So I think it's important. The Pluto transformation card is all about that. And I feel that either the relationship, or one or either of you, possibly you, is going through a regeneration and a renewal, okay? In some cases it can be birthing. So this can be physical birthing, but it can also be birthing of an idea, or birthing of a new situation, a new beginning, a fresh start. Pluto is always about endings and beginnings, okay? Now, in the life reading you had Butterfly Maiden, and that is about endings and beginnings, transformation, that transformation that you go through. It's necessary, it's important, it's part of your life growth, okay? So it could also be that some sort of death has occurred. Now, this can be, in your situation, it can have been a physical death, but it is also to do with ego death, or the falling away of old structures or old situations in your life, which have just fallen away. And they're falling away because they have to, because from that will come the growth, the new growth. So it's that transformational, searching, sifting, sorting things out, learning, understanding yourself better. It can also be about getting your personal power in some way. Maybe it's been stuck in a past situation, or in a way of life which has now fallen away, and you need to pull your power back. So it's about gaining that personal power. In some cases, it can also be about things coming up. Now, this can be aspects of yourself which haven't been expressed. So this can be feelings, emotions. It's also about, I feel, showing love to your person. All right, show love. And this is why your person's got offerings, and I feel you also need to do that. You may be so distracted with your healing process that you're forgetting to say that you love your person, or that you really want to be with them. So take it as that resonates. But sometimes things can come out. Sometimes it can be something that hasn't been acknowledged. It can be a surprise or a secret, but it can also just be that things need to be aired. Fears need to be faced, and issues need to come up to be cleared, because as soon as it comes up from the dark, it loses its fear factor. Whatever it comes into the light now can be seen and dealt with, okay? We have also got Distant Dream here, which is the Divine Door. So it's definitely saying there's a dream here. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. So I feel that this is, for you, you may be wanting to release yourself from this past situation, or from you want to come out of that healing now. You want to come out of that healing phase because you've got a dream or something that you're working towards, okay? In some cases, it may be that your person is not with you and you are wanting to be with them. So you may want to travel to them, because their travel does come in here. So it might involve travel or journeying in some way, okay? But there's a journey involved there. It could even be just the mind roaming and exploring and wanting to go on this journey, which again also came up, all right? Then we've also got another, as I said, the other new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. So you've definitely got a breakthrough, or a lucky break, or some kind of blessing coming in here. Okay, there's something very nice coming in here with this card. It's a beautiful fresh start, new beginning. Something is going to come in which is going to make you smile. Okay, luck is on your side. New beginning. New moons are always about clean slates, new beginnings, fresh starts. And Sagittarius is a very expansive energy, and you've got it twice. Very expansive energy. It's about progress. It's about moving forward. It's about trying new things, exploration, journeys, adventures, all of that coming in. And it's also about counting your blessings as well, and making the most of any opportunities that come in for you now, making the most of your situation, whether it's this relationship or whatever else is going on. There may be some risk involved here. Maybe there's some dream that you want to set in motion and you're just not sure whether to go for it, but this is saying that go for it because the breakthrough is imminent here. But certainly there's a risk, and you may look at it as a risk, this relationship or some other aspect that's come up, but it's saying go for it, you know. You've got blessings behind you. Okay, Virgo, hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And I will see you next time.